Is Trump's own Stone Age threat against Iran now being thrown right back at America, as Tehran warns it could deliver the same fate to the entire region? As Washington reportedly plans a quick weekend knockout blow, is Tehran now vowing a devastating revenge that could engulf the whole region in retaliation? Could striking Iran's energy sites really cause the entire region to burn, as Tehran warns that any such attack would trigger consequences far beyond Iran's own borders? As Netanyahu reportedly sells Trump on the dream of a quick, decisive strike, is Iran now bluntly warning the US president to not act foolishly and risk a much larger war? US-Iran tensions have escalated once again, with Tehran reviving its chilling Stone Age warning as both sides brace for a new and dangerous standoff. On August 1st, Iranian lawmaker Ebrahim Rezaei publicly warned that any American aggression would be met with massive and immediate retaliation against US interests. Rezaei specifically said that any strike targeting Iran's energy infrastructure would trigger an overwhelming and devastating response from Tehran's forces. The Iranian lawmaker went further, declaring that Tehran could send the entire region and its facilities back to the Stone Age if provoked. These remarks were posted directly on X, coming amid swirling reports of possible joint U.S. Israeli strike plans against Iranian targets. Ebrahim Rezaei said, and I quote, "They think that in the 2 days the market is closed, they can deliver a quick and devastating blow to us and force Iran to surrender. It's a delusion that Netanyahu has whispered in Trump's ear. If a strike is made on Iran, we will return the entire region and its facilities to the Stone Age. It is in your best interest not to act foolishly." Unquote. This latest Iranian threat comes right after Trump himself warned that the US would soon be hitting them very hard in the coming days.
We'll be hitting them. We'll be hitting them very hard. And at some point they're going to say, we just can't take it anymore.
Interestingly, this is not new rhetoric, since Donald Trump had used that exact same Stone Age threat against Iran once before on April 1st. Back then, Trump had warned in a primetime address that the US would bomb Iran back to the Stone Ages within just 2 to 3 weeks.
We've done actually much better than I thought, but we had to take that little journey to Iran to get rid of this horrible threat. With our historic tax cuts, where people are just now talking about receiving larger refunds than they ever thought possible. They are getting so much more money than they thought. That's from the great big beautiful bill. Our economy is strong and improving by the day, and it will soon be roaring back like never before. It will top the levels that it was a month ago. I've made clear from the beginning of Operation Epic Fury that we will continue until our objectives are fully achieved. Thanks to the progress we've made, I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
This latest round of warnings comes as the US and Iran continue exchanging missile fire across the region, with no clear end to the conflict in sight. In just 24 hours, Kuwait said its air defense systems were once again engaging hostile drone attacks, marking another security incident amid rising regional tensions. Kuwait said it was responding to incoming drones following what it described as Iranian aggression, accusing Tehran-linked forces of posing a direct security threat. The Kuwaiti authorities said explosions heard by residents were caused by air defense interceptions, explaining that the sounds resulted from efforts to neutralize the incoming threats. The Kuwaiti military urged residents to follow official safety instructions during attacks, emphasizing the importance of relying on government guidance during periods of heightened security alerts. The reported drone attack on Kuwait comes after Iran claimed it had struck an American base in the country, further increasing tensions and raising concerns over possible regional escalation. Iran said it targeted key facilities at the US-run Ahmed Al-Jaber Air Base in Kuwait, describing the operation as a significant strike against what it called an important American military installation in the region. The Iranian army said the strike was carried out as part of the 27th phase of Operation Thunderbolt, presenting it as the latest stage in its ongoing military campaign. According to the Iranian army, loitering drones were used during the latest operation, with the military claiming the unmanned systems were deployed to carry out precision strikes on designated targets. Tehran claimed the drones targeted aircraft shelters at Ahmed Al-Jaber Air Base, alleging that the facilities were being used to support U.S. military and aerial operations. Iran also said satellite communication systems were among the targets, claiming the operation was intended to disrupt critical military communications and surveillance capabilities. Equipment storage facilities were also targeted during the operation, according to the Iranian statement, which said multiple military assets were included in the list of objectives. The Iranian army described Ahmed Al-Jabr Air Base as a key hub for U.S. air and surveillance operations, alleging that it plays a central role in supporting American military activities across the region. It said the base plays a major role in supporting U.S. military operations in the Middle East, claiming it serves as an important center for logistics, reconnaissance, and operational coordination. The U.S. Embassy in Jordan warned American citizens to consider leaving the Middle East, citing ongoing security concerns and the possibility of further instability across the region. U.S. officials said the current security environment remains complex and unpredictable, with continued risks of additional escalation and potential threats to American citizens and interests. Americans currently in the region were advised to remain prepared to depart if conditions deteriorate, as authorities urged people to monitor developments closely and review their personal safety plans. The embassy warned that possible flight cancellations, airspace closures, and travel disruptions could occur, potentially affecting movement in and out of affected areas. The embassy also urged American citizens to avoid traveling near military bases in Jordan, highlighting concerns over potential risks around sensitive security locations. Washington warned that Iran and Tehran-backed groups could target U.S. interests overseas, increasing concerns about possible attacks against American personnel, facilities, or citizens. While Americans outside the region were advised to seriously reconsider travel through the Middle East, as officials highlighted the possibility of rapidly changing security conditions. The latest alert comes as Iran's military pressure campaign continues across the region, with rising tensions involving Tehran, the United States, and their respective allies. Gulf states have expressed concern about being drawn into a wider conflict between Iran and the United States, fearing that regional escalation could threaten security, trade, and energy routes. IRGC-affiliated Fast News on July 31 listed major energy facilities in the Gulf and Israel as possible targets for retaliation. According to Iran International, the list covered energy sites across the Persian Gulf and offshore Israeli gas fields. The IRGC warned that all of these facilities sit well within the range of Iran's missile arsenal, making them legitimate targets. Iran International citing Fast News named, and I quote, Saudi Arabia's Ghor oil field, Abqaiq and Karai's facilities, the UAE's Ruwais refinery and Zarqam oil field, Qatar's North Field and Ras Laffan LNG facilities, Kuwait's Bergen oil field, Bahrain's Sitra refinery and Israel's Leviathan and Tamar gas fields, unquote. The report also pointed back to Iran's earlier strike on Qatar's Ras Laffan gas facilities during the current conflict. Those Ras Laffan facilities were hit in direct response to Israeli and U.S. strikes on Iran's South Pars gas field.